Hey guys, it's Dr. Daniel Sugai, board certified dermatologist here in Seattle, Washington. It's a gloomy day here, but we are in the holiday season, the best time of the year. I hope you guys are ready to do some awesome online shopping or going to your local retail store, whether it's Target, Walmart, what have you, or even Sephora. Today's video will be on my holiday picks 2023. You can find these online for sure, and I'll have links down below. I just wanted to take this opportunity to just say thank you all for your support. I appreciate every single one of you out there. I've had a great time on YouTube and we're approaching 500,000 subscribers, so thank you. Please hit the subscribe button, please like the video, please share it with your friends who are interested in skincare. So I'm just gonna put on my Santa hat today and let's go over some skincare. If you're wanting to shop for yourself or your loved one, like say your spouse, whether a husband or wife, or even your teenage kids or even young adult kids who are in their 20s or 30s, 40s, we'll talk about specific products that I would recommend where you might want to splurge a little bit more for 40s, 50s or more. Skincare is for everyone, so let's jump into it. Okay, so cleanser wise, we'll kind of skip over cleansers. I always say don't splurge on a cleanser. My favorite cleansers would be either CeraVe. If you have dry skin, you can go with their hydrating cleanser, that green one. If you have oily skin, go for the foaming cleanser. And if you have combination skin where you are oily in the T-zone, chin, nose, forehead, and dry in the cheeks, go with their hydrating cream to foam cleanser. I also like La Roche-Posay, the foaming, purifying foaming cleanser, the Toleriane purifying foaming cleanser. That's great for a combination of oily skin, or their hydrating cleanser that is good for dry skin. Cetaphil, also great. Can't go wrong with their gentle cleanser as well. So those are good, basic things to have in your skincare routine to wash your face, especially after a long day at bedtime or in the evening. Morning cleanse, and this time of year, you could skip it. Now, I want to talk about some vitamin C serums that I have liked over the years, and people who have known me since the beginning of the channel, you guys know I like various vitamin C serums, and I started in my early 30s. I wish I started maybe in my late 20s. I'm glad I've been on a retinol or retinoid for over 10 years. That's good to start in your mid 20s. Vitamin C serums though, you could probably get away later on in your late 20s, early 30s, and that should be fine. And vitamin C serums affect the top layer of skin, your epidermis. It helps with lightening those dark spots or brightening the skin, right? So the less dark spots you have on your face, the more the light will hit your skin, go deeper and reflect back at our face, and that's where we get this luminosity look. So you wanna be shining bright when you see people at an event, or you go into Thanksgiving dinner, which is coming up soon, or the holiday party, and you wanna shine bright. Vitamin C serums, very good. And if you pair that with hyaluronic acid, you do vitamin C, then a hyaluronic acid serum to pair those two together, and then put a moisturizer, seal it all in. Yeah, hyaluronic acid serum's great for keeping that moisture there, hydrating those cells, those epidermal cells, and keeping them nice and happy and having them nice and plump and not looking dull and cracked or wrinkly. It really helps plump up the skin, hides fine lines of wrinkles temporarily. But vitamin C serums, you might have long-term effects with your dark spots. And if it's a very stable compound, say I like Rock's vitamin C, that Glow and Revive dropper, that orange dropper, very nice to have because that has a new stable ethylated vitamin C that can actually maybe go down deeper. I want to see more studies on this, but they're hoping that because it's so stable, it might influence collagen and help with fine lines and wrinkles too. Rock is a nice vitamin C serum if you're in your 20s and you're starting off to your 40s and you want to see if it will help with your collagen. So my wife does like that one a lot. That's probably her favorite vitamin C serum at the moment. Now, if you're in your 20s and you want something affordable like Rock, Maelove is a great one, the Glow Maker. That's a really nice vitamin C serum. It has vitamin C or ascorbic acid, 15%, vitamin E, and ferulic acid. Now, other ones that are like that are more expensive. So Maelove is a nice intro, solid vitamin C serum. If you're in your 20s and you wanna save some money, go for that one. Start off with that. It's a great solid one. And then if you wanna go for more expensive things because you're in your 30s, you have a little bit more cash to spend, go for Dermatologist vitamin CE+F, which is very similar, but a little higher price point. I like Obagi's 15% ascorbic acid. That one's really nice. They have different percentages for Obagi, but their 15% is just that perfect sweet spot that I like a lot. Now, the other thing that if you're in your 40s and up, Skinceuticals, man, you can't go wrong with Skinceuticals. Let me go grab that. So I got on my holiday bag here. You got the CE Ferulic by Skinceuticals. Skinceuticals is backed by science. It has clinical trials and studies that will back up their products. And so you're paying for that. This is a higher price point. It's over $165 $10 over that. So this one is really nice, and I'm gonna definitely keep it for myself, not gift it this year because I need to re-up on my CE Ferulic. But you wanna keep it in a cool place, keep it away from heat, keep it away from the sun, because all those things will oxidize your vitamin C and make it change color. And once it starts changing color, it loses its potency. So we don't want that, right? Holiday gift, gotta say, if you have a loved one, especially in their 30s and 40s that they wanna have a good vitamin C serum, boom, use this in the morning before your sunscreen. This is so good at protecting your skin from oxidative stress, from pollution and UV radiation outdoors. Even in the fall or winter here in Seattle, you wanna protect your skin from UV radiation. We're still getting UVA. UVA is a longer wavelength than UVB, and so it goes through cloudy skies, goes through the clouds, hits our skin, and with a longer wavelength, it goes deeper in the skin. It bypasses, goes through the epidermis and goes into the dermis and messes with our collagen. So it can not only cause skin cancer, but also can cause wrinkles, crepey skin. So not so fun, right? So vitamin C, great to fight that oxidative stress that it can do to our skin, causing discoloration, especially hyperpigmentation. Now, I have to say, if you want a nice vitamin C serum for dark circles under the eyes, out of the bag, we got Kiehl's Powerful Strength, Line Reducing and Dark Circle Diminishing Vitamin C Eye Serum. Do a small little pump on your ring finger and then dab along the suborbital bone, just under the eye. Tap it in, rub it in gently, help with dark circles. I like vitamin C serums and vitamin C eye serums for under the eye. So consider this one really nice. You can get this at Sephora or online. After your vitamin C serum, if you wanted to go with a hyaluronic acid serum after that, or if you want to use a hyaluronic acid serum at night, say you want to go out, you don't have to protect your skin per se with vitamin C. I use hyaluronic acid right after the cleanse while your skin's damp and really plump up your skin. And after all this time, I have to say the hyaluronic acid serums that stick out would be Vichy's Mineral 89. And I'd say, the Ordinary, I don't really care for the brand, but their hyaluronic acid serum, good. The Kiehl's hyaluronic acid serum in the dropper, good. And then my favorite still though has to be La Roche-Posay's HalUB5 serum. Still my favorite. HalUB5, man, it's just packed with hyaluronic acid. That's a water sponge that draws in water and it just keeps it all there, and it really plumps up my skin. It feels so great. And so if you have a big event and you want to have a little plump, dewy look, use that. It does have fragrance though, so it has this familiar smell that I'm totally okay with, and I love that smell. So familiar, works well with my skin. But if you have a true fragrance allergy, then maybe not for you, and stick with the other ones I mentioned, like the Vichy Mineral 89, which has very little ingredients, pretty much just almost pure hyaluronic acid, right? So that one's nice if you have sensitive skin. This one, go for it if you're okay with fragrance. Smells great. Next, if you want to layer with a good moisturizer, what I would recommend, my favorite still stands, would be Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. So if you're in your 30s and up and you want something thicker, a more nourishing, hydrating, moisturizing cream, this is great for you. It has squalane, glacial glycoprotein. This is what I want during the holidays in my stocking stuff as a stocking stuffer. This is great. This is one of my favorite moisturizers. Works well with your retinoids, your vitamin C serum. So if you have, you put on a retinol and you want to moisturize after it, or a vitamin C serum and moisturize over that to seal it all in, or over your hyaluronic acid serum, my favorite moisturizer, right? Usually I say don't splurge on moisturizers, and that's why I'm not really focusing on that in this video. I like CeraVe, Cetaphil, even a little bit of Aquaphor goes a long way in highlighting around the cheekbones, around your lips to give that glossy look, what we call slugging. You put that on at the very end to help trap in some moisture, but give you a little dewy finish. You can do Aquaphor, and I love, just something as simple as that. But for moisturizers, you usually don't have to break the bank, but for this, I will. I will break the bank for Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. They also make a nice cleanser as well, but man, I just can't. I keep talking about this till this day. So it still stands true in 2023. If you're in your 40s and 50s and you want something with a peptide, or if you want more lipid rich, more nourishing moisturizer, you're gonna go for a higher price point. You're gonna go for Skinceuticals. Their lipid moisturizer is very popular. And then also if you wanna go for like Skin Fix's peptide containing lipid moisturizer, that's also a great one. Those are good for, I'd say, for your 40s and up if you want some peptides in it. Peptides are great in your skincare if you wanna have collagen boosting properties. So peptides can increase the collagen production by being a cell signaler. Tell your skin, hey, make more collagen, just like a retinoid would. So if you have peptides and retinoids put together, that's a great combination. So Olay is known for that. So their sunscreen will have peptides with their sunscreen. I think that's a great combination. The Olay mineral sunscreen, that red tube, that red pump, that will have a peptide complex with it. Now, sunscreens. Let's talk about sunscreens next. Sunscreens you could totally do as a gift. I'm always open for it. I'm Dr. SPF on TikTok, so of course I'm all for sunscreens and SPF. I have to say, if you want something more affordable, say you want to get some sunscreen and you're like, oh my gosh, I have to run to the store. Let me find something at Walmart, your local, say Fred Meyer or QFC, like in Seattle. You can go find Neutrogena's Hydro Boost moisturizer, the hyaluronic acid moisturizer, which I have to mention, the Hydro Boost have done a great job. You know, my wife is always like the Hydro Boost line. She liked the gel cream and then the water gel and the gel cream. The water gel came out first. It was fragrance. People gave it a hard time. The gel cream came out and that was no fragrance, no dyes, a great moisturizer, but we still prefer the gel cream. But recently the water cream came out, which is a nice compromise. No fragrance, but very nice and hydrating moisturizer. Not breaking the bank, but if you want to pair, say, these two together for a stocking stuffer, I'm all for it, right? Like the hyaluronic acid in both, good for moisturizing. So if you're a teenager and you want to get into skincare, great affordable introduction for your teenager in your 20s. But for us in our 30s and up, still applicable, right? If you're in a hurry and you want to get a good stocking stuffer, run to your local store or order on Amazon and get these. Now for my K-beauty fans out there, I gotta give a shout out to Beauty of Joseon's viral sunscreen. I have to do a review on their Relief Sun Rice Plus Probiotics SPF 50 Plus PA 4 Plus sunscreen that's gone viral, and I can totally see why. This is a solid one. Like if you're not sure if this particular person who loves K-beauty will like the sunscreen, you can't go wrong with this one. So lightweight, definitely gives you a nice balanced look. It's not matte, it's not too dewy. It's just a great finish to it and quite affordable, I believe still. So check this one out if you want to get a present for someone. Very nice sunscreen. You might want to buy one for yourself too. Next, I want to talk about this sunscreen. My medical assistant, Leah, she's my head MA. She does a fantastic job in clinic, but she wanted to say she loves the Eucerin oil control. So for those younger people out there with oilier skin, which is great. Oilier skin means you have less wrinkles. So that's awesome. So embrace your oily skin, but not all sunscreens are amenable to your oily skin. A lot of times people are turned off from using sunscreen because it can clog up pores. So the new Eucerin Oil Control SPF 50 is her favorite sunscreen because it really does absorb the oil. Seems like it comes out a little thick at first, but it disappears very readily. Now this is not a mineral sunscreen. This is it has 4 chemical UV filters. This is also the Beauty of Joseon, also a chemical sunscreen. This though it just feels really nice. It doesn't have a shiny look, maybe less of a shiny look than the Beauty of Joseon. It's a little bit thicker, so it really seems like it is absorbing all of the oil as it kind of glides across your skin, but doesn't feel too heavy. It does not say if it's water resistant, so this might not be something that you could do for water play or working out outdoors. Just keep that in mind. But she endorses this as a great thumbs up. My other patients who've tried samples that I've given them have given me good feedback on this. So Eucerin, good job. Now, if you want to go for a higher price point, and this is a sunscreen I put on my patients after a nice chemical peel. This is a mineral sunscreen, Skinceuticals Physical Fusion UV Defense Sunscreen. And this one is very nice because it's mineral and it's tinted. This is a nice, gentle mineral sunscreen that you put on, whether you're starting off a retinoid, whether after a chemical peel or a procedure. This has not irritated any of my patients' skin after a procedure when their skin's very vulnerable and prone to be irritated. So I'm just gonna show you the tint on this guy. It's very liquidy, and so it spreads really easily, but shake it well so you distribute the UV filters well, and it just matches my skin tone really well too. I know some patients, skin of color, fair skin patients can have trouble finding the right tint. So everything is going to be trial and error. This one though does really well for my patients of various skin tones. Higher price point, of course, but tint is great, especially if you have hyperpigmentation. You want to block visible light outdoors as much as possible because visible light will cause oxidative stress in your skin and cause worsening of your hyperpigmentation. So I always stress the importance of tinted sunscreen, whether it's Dermatologist Universal Tinted Moisturizer, that's a really good one. The La Roche-Posay Anthelios 50 is tinted, but just know that that one only has titanium in it and may not block the UVA 1 and 2 spectrum very well. So that's my only critique of it now after having so many great tinted sunscreens. But to me, it's been my first tinted sunscreen that I fell in love with. That one has always been a classic one for me, but I've been really liking, my staff likes the UV Elements by Ulta MD a lot. And if you're say 40s, 50s, 60s, and you're dealing with pre-skin cancers or skin cancers, I recommend Isden's Aerofitona tinted sunscreen. That's been good because that helps with DNA repair, the Aerofitona in it. So all great options there. I have another YouTube video just on tinted sunscreen. Now let's go to a fun topic, retinoids, retinol. Retinol is a vitamin A derived compound that you can use at bedtime. You can also do it in the daytime, but I always say just reserve your nighttime routine. Have a place for your retinol because it's so important. If you're not pregnant, use a retinol at night. A pea-sized amount of your cream or just a few drops of your serum with retinol in it at bedtime, and then moisturize with, say, like your Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. Let's go over some affordable options first. Neutrogena's Rapid Wrinkle Repair Retinol Regenerating Cream, fragrance-free. You know, when I started the channel, it was definitely only a fragrance option, but if you look at it, same whipped texture, very nice option if you want to grab something quickly at the store that you know will work well for a lot of people. Is gentle. They don't disclose the percentage of your retinol. You want to go for 0.25% and up. I'm not sure what that percentage is of this. I also like CeraVe's Resurfacing Retinol in the blue pump. That one's a nice one, but they don't disclose how much retinol is in that one. If you want something that's very gentle and you know it's like a higher price point, a nice gift, Kiehl's makes a nice one. And they have this gift set here, this holiday gift set that has the microdose retinol and the retinol skin renewing daily microdose serum. This one is very good for beginners. So it has a peptide in it to help boost collagen as well as your retinol. Retinol will help with collagen. So it helps with fine lines of wrinkles, it can help with cell turnover and help with dark spots or hyperpigmentation, and then also keep your pores clean. So I love retinol because it just does all those things very well. Now, if you want to go for something that discloses the percentage, the Inky List came out with this recently. I've always loved their other retinol that came out, you know, a few years back. Now they have a whole 1% retinol. Like Skinceuticals will have a 1%er. This one also a 1%er. This one actually does pack a punch because I've used it and it has caused dryness when I use it every day for a whole week, which is fine. You know, dryness is okay with your retinol, but when it gives me dryness, I know there is something to it. That means it is quite potent. So if you are more of an advanced user and you want to try this out, go for it, but maybe start, you know, slow, like every other night or just a couple times in the first 2 weeks. You know, bedtime, just a pea-sized amount is all you need, okay? Just show you, that's all we need. That's a pea. What I do is I break it up in 2 dots in the face. Don't forget your nose, you can do around the mouth. But I always put around the mouth last because that is a sensitive area. And connect the dots. And then put your moisturizer right over it. Okay, next I'm gonna talk about another portable option that we had mentioned briefly is Olay. Olay makes products with peptides in it, and their Olay Retinol 24 with peptide, great one. If you want a deal at Costco, look out for Costco. They'll have like a 2-for-1 deal. It's in that purple jar. So it has palmitoyl pentapeptide 4 in it, which will help in boosting collagen and great to hydrate the skin, moisturize the skin, some moisturizer with retinol. Hana has it all. Plus it has niacinamide in it. Niacinamide or vitamin B3 can be found in the Olay retinol, but also in La Roche-Posay's retinol. This is one of my favorites as well. It has a gradual release retinol plus niacinamide, and they work so well together. Niacinamide is anti-inflammatory, so it can be soothing, but also we found is skin brightening. And also it can help regulate sebum production or oil production in people who have oilier skin. So gotta say, this is a nice option that you can get at Target if you want to find a nice stocking stuffer for your family members. Now, if you want to go for the ultimate, it's the Alpha Ret Overnight Cream by Skin Better Science. This one is a higher price point, but if you want to talk about packing a punch, this one has been shown in a study to be equivalent to tretinoin 0.25%, which I prescribe. This one has glycolic acid and lactic acid, and that's where you get the Alpha Ret. You have the alpha hydroxy acids paired with it without the irritation. Usually I say don't put a leave-on exfoliant with AHAs with your retinol on the same day because it can really cause an irritant contact dermatitis. Your face will feel tight, peel, get red, be feeling like painful, like a burn. This one just formulates it so well together. It's a higher price point, but a 10 out of 10 retinoid to me, one of my favorite holy grail retinoids. So check this one out. I have a link down below. If you are a beginner, really go slow with this, maybe 1 to 2 times in the first couple weeks. See how your skin does and then increase to nightly as tolerated. All right, guys, that's it. That's my roundup of holiday picks this year. I really appreciate you guys. I'm gonna be making more videos this holiday season and try and include some more holiday gift ideas and maybe inspire you to get some new skincare for yourself or for your family members, okay? Or for your friends and family. So hope you guys hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share with your friends who love skincare, including K-Beauty Skincare, and see you guys for the next video. Peace.